Looks like somebody snapped off the door handle. That's clever. But then again, I don't blame the person who broke it off. I blame Mantruk's design, because it is as fucking wank as wank could be. It's always been a problem. This is not the first time, and they're very flimsy. They come apart and they just break. Instead of it being a solid bar with holes drilled in at certain points or angles to fit these screws in place here and there to come through the actual handle, and then put like a plug over the screw hole. It's a hollow piece of plastic with a front part that clips over it. Yeah, there's the other one over there. But yeah, these things happen, I'm afraid, when the design is, let's just face it, pathetic. Morning. Yeah, that's what I've got to deal with today. It's a busted angle, so if the wind picks up and the door gets taken away, there's nothing I can do because I've got fuck all to grab hold of it with. Hopefully it won't though. Hopefully it'll be alright. What's this rubbish? What we got? Period of availability. What about it? We don't need it. Dispelling the myths and moulds. Yeah, well, we don't use bed. We don't use period of availability, so we ain't got to worry about that. I don't really care about period of availability. It's not used. Even Vosa don't use fucking period of availability. They say we'd rather you be on bed if you're going to be on break at all. So there you have it. And besides, who cares? Yeah, fuel efficiency. Well, being as though I was in the security hut last week for a couple of days, I was watching our lads going out with the professional driver to do the fuel economy on the new Volvos, because apparently it's not really great, but it's all down to driving style, which, yeah, fair enough. But what I did notice is when they went out and come back, it was always an empty trailer. If you want to show us how to do fuel efficiency, right, I would rather the vehicle be fully laden, 44 tonne or near enough, and then show us how to drive it economically. Not with a fucking empty trailer. Any muppet can fucking drive a truck with an empty trailer and get a fuel economy. Oh, it sort of like gives you a false reading, basically. It doesn't give you the full... Well, unless there was something else they went out to learn, I don't know. But if it's all about fuel economy, that's just false. It's a false indicator. It doesn't give you the full scope. And plus as well, for the jobs I tend to do when I'm in there, Cannock, Lichfield, Cannock, Lichfield, Cannock, Lichfield. Let's see if they can get me a fuel economy on that side of it, where it's always in the lower end most of the time, when you're obviously stopping and starting at junctions and stuff. But you're not allowed to ask those questions, are you? I don't know. It ain't my truck anyway. I mean, I'll just use it whenever. But since the fuel economy thing, I bet you I'll very rarely use it. I am not, mind you, because I still like using them, like, you know. But hey ho. But this thing here, this period of this dispelling mode, the mode myths. Well, when you drive, the steering wheel comes on. When you stop, unless it's been programmed otherwise, the cross hammers come on. But some vehicles, it goes straight to bed when you stop. I don't know why that is. I think there's just something to do with the way it's set up. Now I think it's actually programmed in, and we can't alter that. So that's not our fault. But if it does drop onto bed straight away, and you're not having a brake, then you must put it under cross hammers. Granted, if you're shunting backwards and forwards in traffic, don't worry about it, it's fine. But I'm on about when you get to a place, unless you're either in a waiting room or with your feet up inside the cab, it stays on cross hammers. A bit like, say if you was going to an Aldi store where it's a self tip, don't leave it on brake. Now, put it on cross hammers. Period of availability. Now, that one to me is the most ridiculous fucking period of anything, to be fair, because period of availability, if you listen to the way that it's actually stated, period of availability, which would mean that you are available for work, okay? So, let's say, for instance, you are in the yard and you're waiting for a truck. That is a period of availability. But guess what? You're not in a truck to fucking switch it over. I mean, if you want to be fucking pedantic about it, you can always stick your card in and then manually put it on, but what's the point? It doesn't really make any difference. And let's say, for instance, you are in your truck and you've gone off and you've drove to your destination, but now you're delayed there. You might be there for 2 or 3 hours, which we have that quite a lot. Now, some companies want you to put it on period of availability, but my argument is that why put it on period of availability, as in, like it says, period of availability means I'm available to work. No, I'm actually at work. It doesn't matter whether I'm sitting on my arse waiting for them to do their job to unload or load. I'm not available for work. I'm actually at fucking work. So where do you get that from? So again, I ask, period of availability, to me, in my opinion, just doesn't work. It's a pointless fucking mode on the thing, to be fair. So if you want to use it for rest period, and there's some conflicting information here about this, because at one point it was, now period of availability does not class as break, but then you hear it that period of availability, the first 45 minutes of a period of availability classes as a break. But yeah, look, it says this is not used as record break. See, that's what I mean, but who's right, who's wrong? I mean, Voucher says one thing and then they change their mind and say another fucking thing. I mean, I don't get it, but hey, never use period of availability. It is fucking pointless. Absolutely pointless. You don't do the fucking thing. After 13 years of not using it, I don't think I'm going to fucking change now. But you know yourself, when you stop somewhere to have a minute and it's for yourself, you just stick it on break. And the break period is you're 15 first, you're half an hour second. That's simple. It ain't difficult. Until unless you're me, and when it changes from the 3:15 to this shit, then you keep getting it back to front and upside down and round. Because to be fair, I prefer the older version, right? The 3:15s. I prefer the 3:15s. That made my life a lot easier. But hey, we get used to these things as they go along. But as a rundown of it all, when you drive, the steering wheel pops up. When you stop, unless it's programmed otherwise, the cross hammers will pop up, or possibly bed. But it should be cross hammers. And then when you stop and you're not doing anything, you're either unloading or loading, but you haven't got to do a fucking thing, then you can put it on the brake, on the bed. It's a piece of piss. Doesn't bother. As long as you know that you're not doing anything, that's fine. Period of availability. What other bollocks? No shit. How's your day going? Low air pressure. Let's put some air in there. But I better fill this in. Don't fuck all yet. I've been too busy ranting and raving already. It's only Monday morning. Good grief. Yes, as you can tell, I'm struggling to talk. My voice still isn't working right. I'm missing singing on this mule thing. That's fucking getting me down. So, yeah. It's not good. I'm not impressed. Where's my sticky note thing? Pocket. Oh dear. I am on my way to Lutterworth today. Should be a bunch of fun, shouldn't it? 8 o'clock. Do me nicely. Start taco is 712080. No, 88 even. Fucking eyes are not working even. Whatever. Other than that, the weekend was the weekend. Wasn't too bad, I suppose. I was playing on, as usual, Call of Duty. And I went to the shop and bought myself a really long fibre optic cable and USB cable and plugged that into my PlayStation 3 and had myself a blast on Ghosts for a bit. Yeah, it was alright. No, sorry, I had to go on Modern Warfare the original for a bit first, that's right. Then I played on Ghosts. I had to go on Battlefield 4 because I bought that because I wanted to see what it was like. And I know a lot of people out there enjoy that game, but for me, I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's just something it's not for me. So I'll turn it off. I shall just take it back. There's no point. I've got another one in there, another Battlefield Hardline as well. I mean, even that one was just as wank, to be fair. I just fucking hated that one shit. It's not my style of game, to be honest with you. So it's only in my opinion. It's not the fact that it is. I mean, you lot out there might disagree with me. So. Anyway, fucking eyelashes are doing my head. I'm gonna go, right, and I'm hoping that the weather turns a bit, because I might be able to put the cameras on later. I can't promise anything because I said if the weather's naff, there's no real any point. But anyway, I will speak to you a lot later. Have a good morning, and I'll see you then. Bye, toodles.